So the next we are going to discuss the kinds of operators that are available in Java. So the first category that we are going to discuss is the arithmetic operators. So under the arithmetic operators category, we have basically the 5 arithmetic operators: plus, minus, multiply, divide, and modulus, right? So these are basically the increment operator. Plus plus and the minus minus is the decrement operator. And these operator, plus is equal to, minus is equal to, multiply is equal to, these are called compound arithmetic operators. So these are compound arithmetic. Plus is equal to, minus is equal to, multiply and divide is equal to. So the description about we have these 5 under the basic arithmetic operators category: addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division, as we discussed in the previous slide. So we will discuss just 2 out of those 5 operators, because the function of the rest of the 3 are clear to you. So we are going to discuss just the division operator, slash, and modulus operator. So here in this slide, I have shown you one program based on the modulus operator. So modulus operator, as you have already studied in C, it gives you the remainder of the division operation. So in this example, we have one integer variable, its value is 42, and one double type variable, its value is 42.25. So the main important point is, in case of Java, this modulus operator can be applied on floating point numbers as well. In C or C++, the modulus operator can be applied on integers only. So this is the difference. In case of Java, the modulus operator can be applied on floating point numbers as well. So if you write over here, for example, in the first statement, we have written over here x modulus 10. So x is 42, modulus 10, this will give you remainder 2. So you will get the 2 result over here, x mod 10 is 2. And the next expression is y mod 10. So y is 42.25. So if you perform the modulus over here, you will get 2.25 as the result. I have one more problem on this program. So I'm going to show you that on the clips. So the program that I want to show is, I think this. This one. This is the modulus operator. So let's discuss this program. So the thing is, here we have one variable b of type integer, other is a, that is also of type integer. So if you perform the modulus operation over here, a b modulus a, because the value of b is negative, value of a is positive, so definitely the remainder will be 2. Either it will be negative or positive. So the main important point is, if you perform the remainder division, you will get a result whose sign will be the sign of the what you can say, numerator. This b is negative, so the result of this operation will be negative. So you will get, in the first case, you will get answer -2, right? And in the next expression, we have written b remainder minus a. So both the operands of modulus operator is negative in this case, so the numerator will be -42, and the denominator will be -10. So if you perform the remainder, again you will get the result -2. Why? The reason is because the numerator is negative. so the result will be negative, right? So in this case we are performing the operation because we are negating the value of b. The value of b is 42, so this minus will make it plus, so this will change to 42, remainder minus 10. So again because the remainder is sorry, the numerator is positive, so the result will be positive. So in this case this program will give you output to minus 2 and 2. Let's check this. So minus 2 and 2. Well, so the next expression that we want to check is the arithmetic operator that is used for division operation. So division operation, we have already discussed in one of the programs. If both the operands of the division are of type integer. So in this case b is of type integer, a is of type integer, so the result will be integer. So what you are going to get is minus 4, because 42 by 10 will give you minus 4. It will not give you 4.2. So when both the operands are of integer, result will be of integer type. If one of the operands is float, as we discussed in the previous slide as well, then the second operand automatically gets converted into float and the resultant expression will be float. So let's discuss the next topic. This is all about modulus operators. So this compound assignment, arithmetic compound assignment operator, these are the 5. Plus is equal to, minus is equal to. So I'm going to discuss a very simple program based on this. So we have 3 variables in this program and ABC. I have initialized the values of a and b, a, b and c with 1, 2 and 3 respectively. So here what we are doing, we have written a plus is equal to 5. So what this expression will do, it will add 5 to the value of a. Value of a is 1 already, so this expression will add 5 to it, so the value of a will change to 6. Similarly, the next expression is b into is equal to 4. That means it will multiply the existing value of b with 4 and store the result in b at itself. So existing value of b is 2. So 2 into 4, 8. So the value of b will change to 8 with this expression. I think you get it right. The next expression will, what it will do, it will multiply a and b first. So 1 into, so we have updated the value, sorry. The value of updated value is at this step it is 6 and value of b is 8. So this is 6 into 8, 48. So that will get added to the value of c. So c is 3. So 48 plus 3, 51. So the value of c will change to 51. So the next step is 51 remainder 6. So this will give you 3. So the value of c will change to 3. So see here it's performing c modulus 6 and storing the result in c again. So this is very easy. So the next is the increment operator. So for increment operator we use double plus symbol. So this increment operator, increment or decrement, we have 2 types. So for increment operator we use plus plus, and for decrement operator we use minus minus. So the basic purpose of increment operator is to increase the value of the variable by 1, and the purpose of the decrement operator is to decrease the value of the variable by 1. So I'm going to show you the description of these with the help of some examples. So I have one example over here based on increment operator. As we discussed, the increment operator increases the value of the variable by 1. So if you put the increment operator before the variable name, as in this case, then we call it the pre-increment operator. And if we put the increment operator after the variable name, then it is termed as post increment operator. So this is basically pre-increment increment operator, right? So this is the case, and the second one is the post increment operator. So this is the post increment operator, right? And both these operators increase the value of the variable by 1. The value of a and b, we have initialized both to 10. So assigning a to 10, and then we have assigned the value of a to b. So both are 10. So this will change the value of a to 11. This will change the value of b to 11. And then we will get a is equal to 11, b is equal to 11. Let's check it. So we are getting a is equal to 11, b is equal to 11. Now the next problem based on these increment operators is we are using the increment operators in the expressions. So what will happen if we use this in some expressions? So first of all, we are going to check uh, one more program that I'm going to create over here right now. So increment 5 to 5 we have. I'm going to create the new one to discuss that. So this is the increment 6, the problem 6 on the increment operator. I'm going to paste it here. This is our increment 6 class. Okay. So the expression that I want to write over here is we have just this expression, b is equal to a plus plus. So we are going to discuss through this program the difference between the increment and the decrement operator, post increment and post decrement, post increment and pre increment operator. Sorry. So through this problem, I repeat, through this problem, we are going to discuss the difference between pre increment operator and post increment operator. So in case of post increment, we use the plus plus operator after the variable name. So this is the example of post increment, right? So what happens in this case, if you are using the postfix increment operator, the value of the variable is used first, then it is increased. So that means in this case, there are two operations. One is assignment, other is the increment. So first, this expression, the first it will assign the value of a to b, current value of a to b, then the value of a will be incremented by 1. So in case of post, the increment, the present value is used first, then it is incremented. So if we use the present value, then it will assign, this expression will assign 10 to b because the present value of a is 10, and then the value of a will be incremented by 1. So the value of a will change from 10 to 11. So in this program, we are going to get the result a is 11, b is equal to 10. So let's check it. So a is 11 and b is 10. So if I change this operator from postfix to prefix increment operator, so now what will happen? Prefix increment operator, in this case, the value of the variable is incremented first. So first the value of a will change from 10 to 11. The a will be incremented first. Then the present value of a will be assigned to b. So the value of b will also be 11. So if you run this program, you will get a is equal to 11, b is equal to 11. So that is the difference. So in case of pre-increment operator, the value of the variable with which you are using the increment operator is increased first, then it is used. And in case of postfix increment operator, the value of the variable with which you are using the postfix increment operator is used first, then it is increased. So this is the difference. So we are going to discuss some more problems on the increment operator. So in this expression we have used two variable again, a and b. So with a, we first important point is when the expression is evaluated like this, the right hand side of the expression is evaluated first. So this will be evaluated right hand side, the expression that I have highlighted. And the second important point is the expressions are evaluated from left to right. So first this will be evaluated because here we have used the postfix increment operator. So that means the present value of a will be used in this expression. So the present value is 10. So I am putting the value of a over here, this expression. Then there is a multiplication sign. And before going to the second expression, after using the first one, the value of a will change to 11. So this plus plus will change the value of a to 11. Right? Now, when this will be evaluated, second part here, because we have using the pre-increment operator and the value of a is already increased to 11 due to this. So here the value of a will change from 11 to 12. So the second value will be 12. So this expression will evaluate to 10 into 12, that is 120. So you will get a is 12 because we have increased the value of a twice, and b is 120. So let's check the result by executing this program. So a is 12, b is 120. So let's discuss the same problem from different angle. So now I have used the prefix increment operator in with these two variables. So if you use it now, so first of all, this expression, because the basic operation over here is multiplication, right? This operation will be performed first because it is a pre-increment operator. This will increase the value of the variable a first, then the value will be used. So this expression will evaluate to 11 are here. Then next are here the second operand of a. Again, the value that will be used is after the increment operation. So this will change the value of a from 11 to 12, and that value will be used are here. So now this expression will evaluate to 11 into 12, 132, and the value of a will be again 12 because it is incremented twice in this expression. So let's check this program. So this is the result. Now third case, again, I think you will be able to evaluate it. This will be ln into this ln. So you will get the result ln into ln 121. I think there will not be any doubt. So this will give you 12 and 121. Fine. And next, this you can guess a is 10. So this will give, because it is a pre-decrement operator. Sorry, I'm not going to into much detail of decrement operator because this is similar to the increment. The only difference is it decreases the value of the variable by 1. So this will give you -9 because it is a pre-decrement operator, and this will change the value of a to 8. So here we are going to get 8, and this will give you the 7. So let's check it. Right, 8, 9, 8, and 7. And if I change this to a minus minus, in that case this will give you 9, this will also give you 9, and this will give you the result 7. Right, 9, 9, and 7. And I think you get it right. This is all about the increment operator, increment and decrement. Similarly, in case of decrement operator, we use minus minus. As we discussed earlier, it increases the value of the variable by 1. You can use the decrement operator as the prefix decrement operator or the postfix decrement operator, as we discussed in the case of increment operator. Uh, so this is all about the increment operators.